Hello!
Hello, English is hard.
English is doopy hard.
English
Yeah.
is
Hard,
in fact
though.
hard.
It can be understood through thrill thought, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's everyone doing? Y'all's 2 weeks been good?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Right.
you know, I just been ROTF LOL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been.
How much ruffling
straight
have you been
fooling
doing? Have you been getting on a copter with it?
Oh, you know I'm on that Rafflecopter every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, it goes swah swah swah.
It does.
Half of me wants waffle copter to come back.
We're digging
I miss
up the
Rafflecopter.
terminology.
Yeah,
aren't
And the
that was a good one.
volcano.
Yeah.
Oh man, the
Okay,
volcano.
yeah.
Good times.
We're playing with hieroglyphics now, I see. Damn.
Remember when people were posting Bob so it could spread to every website?
Oh yeah, Bob. Man,
Yeah.
the internet
Oh.
was a simpler place.
Yeah.
For this message to 10 friends or you die.
Am I gonna see a cat with a Pop-Tart next? Like, damn. What else
Yeah.
are we
Really?
digging up from the vault?
Remember Advice
Oh, we'll
Animals?
go further back. Oh, I loved Advice Animals.
Socially Awkward Penguin, my spirit animal.
Socially
was
awkward
thinking
penguin
about
was
him.
my jam. I like Bad Advice
Velociraptor.
Duck.
Yeah.
I was a
Yeah.
Velociraptor enjoyer
Oh
myself.
yeah.
But, anyway,
Yes.
last we left off,
Yes.
you guys were continuing your merry way as you guys continued the tasks on the oil rig, knowing full well there was a C4 charge planted beneath. And eventually that C4 charge did detonate, and a bunch of chaos did ensue as a result. And yeah. And thanks to the chaos of that bomb, you guys started running around and trying to investigate certain things. There was too much that happened for me to fully recap without just writing a novel about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I had no idea.
surely you wrote a novel in the ensuing 2 weeks, Jojo. You've had 14 days.
So
I mean,
the
just wait
the
for
sh-
movie to come out.
so the short of it is,
Fallout.
Buck encountered the King Eternal. The King Eternal put a hit out on them being given orders by Clive. Clive was on his way to kill the party when somebody released Finality, which changed his plans.
Somebody. Who could it have been?
It seemed like the best course of action at the
So
time.
it's as he saw this, he was like, "Okay, instead of killing you today, I'm just gonna kill you next time I see you," and left.
Yeah.
Frankly,
You didn't see
understandable.
anything.
Nope.
Either
And
that or leave him with Dr. God, and I don't like that second option at all.
he kind of just fled, as you guys also fled to a submarine, and you left. But in that submarine, you eventually found the abandoned pod of Ultima floating in the water. And you guys got Ultima onto the submarine. And eventually, a Tenuous teleported into your submarine and grabbed Ultima and left.
Breaking a very important treaty by doing so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
This
was like
lawful
on that.
good deity, yeah.
Yeah.
Big time change in behavior.
I'd also like to point out, not all of us were on the submarine.
Okay.
You're on the
Most of you were on the submarine.
I mean,
In the
no one
meantime-
really care about Ultima, you know?
Yeah. In the meantime, Carney, we're gonna pick up with you as you are currently on the boat that's leaving. On the top of the boat is a bunch of dock workers, Siobhan the Doulahan, Dr. Alwyn Gone, and a large undead creature. This undead creature isn't really moving much. He's just sitting still. He seems weird. He isn't wearing any clothes, and on the front of his chest, there's these 6 little metal studs that kind of make a circle on his chest.
So, what? So this undead is just there, and he's not talking. He's just. Has he had any reaction or opinion, like, or anything throughout all of this?
He's
stuff that's
sitting.
been happening. Oh, well, he's sitting.
Oh Lord, he's sitting.
Him do a sit.
Oh, this is the world's most awkward boat ride ever.
Have fun.
I assume you frantically start like pulling tarps off of specimen tubes.
Right,
I
'cause
mean,
you don't know that Ultima.
you don't
is
know
in
anything
the
about Ultima
submarine
right
at
now.
all times.
Yeah, I still don't know if Ulta was there, so I'm just gonna like see if I can. Okay, come on, find her.
All right, there's like 8 specimen tubes here, and you pull the tarps off of all of them. You don't recognize any of the specimens in any of the tubes. There's people in all of them, but you don't recognize a single one.
Yeah, Dr. God is there. I'm just gonna look at him like a weirdo. How many people have you been experimenting on? What are you doing with all of these people?
I hope you're being rhetorical with that, because I lost count.
That's a not good answer.
Do you just take people? Like, you can't do that.
I had you taken back in Waldensteel.
Yeah, and that wasn't nice at all.
Yeah.
I didn't appreciate that.
Look, that is a lot of power for someone like you to have. The blessing of a fake queen is pretty valuable. You have to understand that, at least.
It was a gift. It wasn't yours to take. Which, by the way, I'd like it back. I hold my hand out.
Oh, you're kind of gonna have to take that up with Titan.
What?
Oh no.
I immediately transferred it to Titan before all this went down. So...
What? Wait, why?
Why not?
Oh, people say I make bad decisions. Okay.
Well, I mean, Titan wouldn't have been a problem if an ancient wasn't controlling it right now.
It says the one who had the ancient on board in the first place, which, by the way, what were you doing with him? What, like, why?
No, I mean, Titan
no,
was
no,
meant to...
How?
What do you mean, how?
How did you... Finality. How did that happen? Finality's not the kind of person from the brief little time I met him. He's not the type that you just, stick a needle in his neck and call it a day.
I just exploited a small weakness of his. Nothing big.
Nothing big. No, sorry. You can't just say nothing big about having an ancient and...
Well, technically the child of an ancient. Kind of a half-blood situation, but still.
Okay, well, he has Titan or whatever you have. Is Titan done? Was this the last little batch I needed before Titan could be up and running? You needed before Titan could be up and running again, or what?
Nah, I kind of needed all 6 samples of all 6 Dragon Lords. I only had 2 of them in them. That would have completed him.
Okay, well, he's not complete, and it seems like this whole science mumbo jumbo is something that you don't do half baked. So does this mean you're gonna have to start from scratch again now?
Start from scratch? That I kind of had too much of a main component of Titan in there, so unless you know how to get another body of Titan, no.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. You don't...
Speaking of which... And he turns around and he walks to the back of the boat and kind of looks overboard. Ah, I see now how you were able to accomplish so much on the oil rig.
What do you
What
mean?
does that mean?
He kind of waves to the water. Everyone on the submarine.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
You guys are... Jolly Roger has given orders to go full speed towards the boat. And after a bit, you start to catch up, and you guys see on the monitor of the boat, and as it's starting to come into view, you see Dr. Auringond walk to the back of the boat and wave to the camera.
And, can he actually see us, or is he just trying to psych us out?
You don't know.
Let's go with that option. I always assume he's trying to psych us out. Whether or not he actually also sees us is irrelevant.
Great.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and see what Dr. Gon's looking at.
Make a perception check.
Perception. 20. Wow.
Wow.
23.
I was on the edge of whether to make it disadvantage, but I guess it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you look over, and it takes you a bit, but eventually you start to see. At first you think maybe it's like a large fish, like an orca or something, but then you're like, wait, it's following very closely. Is that the sunken locket?
Oh.
Gon looks at you and is like, alright, who'd you get a favor from to get that aboard? Wait, you've been working with size, haven't you?
Oh crap!
Carney is just going to frown and pout at Gon.
There's only two explanations for this. Either you became prominent in Slitherport, or you got favors from size. And I don't see you as living it up in Slitherport, so...
Could be famous. I was on TV, after all.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, you're on TV, therefore everyone in Slitherport loves you, huh?
I mean, that's how TV works, isn't it?
Not in
Really, you're
Slitherport.
selling it.
Being on TV means, oh, you must have a lot of money. Mark. You know?
Well, regardless, you know, I have good friends, but okay. There's one thing I want to know before whatever you know is about to happen here.
Mm-hmm.
So, Titan and Finality, how bad is that for everyone?
If I had Titan under my control, it probably wouldn't be bad, because I don't really want him to start destroying cities and shit. And Finality having control of him...
What do you think he's going to do with him?
It depends. I know his number one goal is to make sure his father wakes up, which I don't know what he can do to further that goal. So, if he has a plan, I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
At this
well,
moment, I think he should be biding his time unless he actually wants Titan completed.
Why wouldn't he?
I mean, Titan was intentionally created to serve the Ancients, so I guess if Titan was completed, it'd be good for them as a powerful ally.
Okay. I don't suppose I don't suppose it's fair to ask what you intend to do now, since your pet project seems to have gone up in, well, crumbled metal.
Once I get my bearings, I'll figure that out. And as he says that, you see this mist start to pass you. And as the mist passes you on the boat, you watch it float towards the undead creature.
Oh.
And you see that those metal holes and studs in there open up like vents, and it goes inside the stomach.
Big sniffy.
Dr. Gon turns around and is like, welcome back, Your Majesty.
I knew it.
What?
Hey, I hate that.
Vampire man, he can turn into mist.
It just says what?
Gon looks to you, Connie, says, I'd probably get out of here if I were you, because that undead is housing the King Eternal's resting spot inside of him, and the King Eternal can kind of control him while he's in there, so...
Get in the robot, Shinji.
Whatever. Okay.
So it's been nice knowing you. Make a strength test.
Oh no.
Well, technically save.
All right,
Oh, no.
20.
Alright, that's enough to not get knocked over as he starts pushing you overboard, but you can resist.
Yeah. Like, wait this to be over. I just take his hand and say, "We're not done. We have a conversation. We have a conversation to be had about you trying to blend my friend, but later." And I'm going to just go overboard at that point.
Okay, so you resist long enough to say that and then let him push you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I just say I don't approve of you trying to chuck my friend into a blender, but you know that's for later.
Alright,
It's a
the
play-
people in the submarine, you see Carney go overboard.
Mm.
The captain goes ahead and gives the orders to float towards them.
Okay, good, because we don't really have the authority to do that.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna mutiny.
Yep. So I'm just there, holding my breath, looking into the ocean, thinking.
Well, do you go under or do you stay on top?
I'm gonna
Float.
hang out under for a sec. I don't wanna be.
Alright, whatever depth you swim down to is what it goes up, because the submarine can completely surface, but
Yeah.
it'll float up towards you, and you see where the plank is.
Gonna swim towards the plank.
Yep, you get in, you close the door, and as the water gets ejected from the plank, the other door opens.
Yep. I haul myself over.
Welcome aboard!
Hey, Mr. Jolly Roger. Thanks for the assist.
It's probably a good thing you got off as soon as you did. We're starting to approach the clouds.
Yeah, and the King Eternal apparently just got aboard, so you know, probably would have been even worse.
Well, in about 5 minutes, we're gonna be under the shadow of the clouds, and vampires can just roam freely at that point.
Don't like that.
Not a fan of that.
Not a
That's
fan of
Not
that.
at all.
Yep, we're getting closer and closer to Ulstrom.
I don't suppose with everyone that we care about off that ship, you could you know. But
Yeah.
Buck will make a little exploding motion with his hands.
Well,
You want me to
hold on,
fire the
there's-
cannons?
Wait! There's people.
It's not a
there's
bad
people,
idea.
Wait! There's people in the test tubes on board that
Oh.
are you know.
There's more of them?
Yeah, Dr. God has a lot of them. Has a lot of them.
How many is a lot?
More than eight at least.
I mean, we could sink the King Eternal outside of the clouds.
He kind of didn't have trouble getting back to this weird coffin body thing that he had on the ship. So I'm not sure if sinking him will do a whole lot of good, except for tick him off further.
A weird what now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kind of have to agree here. If you sink the ship, the King Eternal can escape through a cloud, and you accomplish nothing.
Great.
Alright.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
So the only
there's
thing
a
you'd be
few-
killing is the other people aboard.
Yeah.
Probably just the innocent ones and none of the stinkers.
And unfortunately, he gives like a stop signal. We're getting closer and closer to the Forsaken Basin, which I ain't floating in there.
What's the deal with the Forsaken Basin?
Imagine every horrible creature in the ocean you can think of, and imagine if that's child's play compared to the basin.
Hmm.
I'm
So, like-
having flashbacks.
It is-
to wee little tentacle hands.
Not a fan of that.
Carney's thinking of like three-headed sharks with
Yeah.
spikes.
You guys know that the Forsaken Basin is basically the, it's not quite a lake. It's almost a lake, except it has like a few rivers that float out to the ocean, like right at the edge. So it's kind of slightly merged into the ocean. If you look at the pinned in the chat where the map of Ulstrom, you can see where the Forsaken Basin is. It's all the water that's around Ulstrom Keep.
Oh, so they keep all the fun
Right.
stuff in there. Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah, that rings a bell.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's technically the ocean, but it's enclosed enough that it's kind of inland.
Enough.
It's like a gulf with like a canal.
It's close enough that the King Eternal can throw guess he doesn't want any more into the ocean.
Yeah.
King Eternal's aquarium.
It's feeding time.
One of the sonar operators looks at him and is like, Captain, you're getting a call. You guys look at the screen and you see the size logo.
Oh.
Davey, make a history check, because I need to see how much your character knows about size. Really quick. I mean, the party knows, but whether you know. 15?
15. Yeah.
Alright.
Pretty good.
So, you know, a long time ago, there was an organization known as the Cult of Sori. Sori is the southernmost continent on the map. And these people were extremely infamous, and they served the Dragon Lords during the Hexadraconic lore.
Okay.
It is because of them that the nation of Sori often gets a bad rap. It's like this dark history. But it didn't fully disappear. Instead, it became a corporation in its size.
Okay.
And this corporation
How
kind
is
of
size spelled?
SAIX.
Okay.
And this corporation kind of blends the line between corporation and government in Sori. Like, they work directly with their Prime Minister Finn there.
Okay.
So this is a private corporation, but also technically a government organization that's calling.
Okay.
If that...
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, and you... Yeah. So, Jolly kind of looks at us like, great. Let her on. And eventually on the monitor, you see a woman wearing a red collar shirt, black tie, white suit, behind a desk in a near white void of a room with like trees and stuff in the background.
Is it actually red
Time
collar
no
or is
sleep.
it
Let's
stained?
not
Yeah,
consider
let's-
that.
It's the whole shirt is red. It's not like splatters of red.
Okay.
All right. Well,
The jacket is white
and.
and clean. But this woman with medium length hair, white and kind of disheveled looking,
Hi, Miss Erie.
she's like tapping her fingers. What's going on over there?
Well,
It's a bit of a long story.
Looks at
A long
looks at
story.
the
I
boy.
just got word that satellite imagery detected my cousin leaving the now destroyed oil rig.
Yeah, that's part of the story.
Yeah.
That's kind of the ending, actually.
wait. Carter was like, oh wait, did you found Miss Ultima? Wait, she left? Is she okay?
That's another part of the story.
Well, she's alive.
Was alive when we saw
When you last
her.
saw
Picked
her.
up. She kind of got picked up by.
Wait, by who? Did Mr. Sindor? Oh wait, did Mr. Sindor answer
Wasn't
my
Sindor.
prayer?
No, not Sindor. No, it was her papa.
What?
Yep.
Wait,
Daddy's home.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
but I thought they weren't on good. Wait, what?
Nope.
Well, yeah.
So, some sort of giant creature, my cousin, and two gods were present at this thing.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
you saw a Titan. Oh, right. Oh, so you saw a Titan. By the way, I have news on that. Gon said something about a rainbow dragon thing and needing samples of other dragon lords. So we should probably get on that and stop that. That's not good news. Titan's thankfully not complete right now, but he's out of Gon's control. But Finality has it now, and that might not be good. And Gon doesn't quite know what Finality is gonna do with it, and it's all really weird, and it's not trustworthy. But
Carney, you can take a breath.
Right, and now Titan has the like Archfey blood thing that was in me thanks to the net. So that's also a weird thing to contend with.
Now, Carney, the more and more you start talking, the more and more her left hand starts inching towards her face.
No. I don't want it.
On the other hand, we did get information about what they were doing on the oil rig, and we put a stop to it.
And what were they doing?
Well, part of it was the, aforementioned Titan thing that Carney so helpfully explained.
Harvesting Vormapeth goo.
Yeah. That was the other part, is they're pulling souls out of the ley line, and they very specifically were also getting pieces of Vormapeth.
She starts looking around, it's like, that one's neither a part of Jelly's crew nor part of Team Basic. What the fuck is that?
These are... You remember
This is Mr. Deegan. He's a friend. He helped us on the rig.
He's a friend.
Yeah.
He's a friend.
Hello.
He's no friend of Volstrom's.
No. Not even close.
Great.
If it helps, we'll vouch for him.
And does he know everything that's going on?
For the most part.
A lot of it.
I think he's missing a bit of context, but
But
he gets the point.
he has met two gods. So
Oh, hello, Mr. Did you say his name was Davy?
Yeah, it's Hunbasket.
Hunbasket.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Eerie, daughter of Pain. I am one of the 9 council members of Size and its CEO.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Hopefully it'll be a pleasure, but I have yet to know anything about what you do or what you're capable of, so...
I would like to say that I got your crew safely out of there, and except for one chaotic being, I'll keep them safe. Can't control Carney, even if I
Yeah.
tried.
none of us can. Welcome to the team.
Alright, give me a second.
Has question marks. Question marks over.
Give me a second. The rest of the people are slowly being called right now. And there's other screens that start lighting up. Jolly starts to be like, great, we're getting a group call now.
This is really big. I'm guessing.
Well, the fact that Titan escaped Carney, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
Eventually they get patched up, and the first face you see is Agent Marshall Toston, the ISB officer of Madara.
Come on! Why?
Not who we want to see first.
I'm actually kind of glad. To see him.
Yeah, you
Why not Valentine?
Davey, you see a kind of stern-looking man in a suit and tie.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of like has this like I'm too tired for this shit look to his face.
Oh, wow,
Oh, I
it's
know
the
that- I
same-
know that
it's
look
the
very well.
same look that I've got. That's crazy.
Same look as most of us have got. Probably one of us.
I'm Mr. Toasted.
And then another person comes on as you see Lord Valentine. You see a pompous, well-dressed man in top hat and pink hair.
Much better.
You like
Thank
him.
you.
I'm Mr. Valentine.
Deegan, I'm not even going to make you roll because of how famous he is.
Mhm.
This is one of the lords of Ulstrom.
Huh.
He's nobility.
Yep.
Lord Siren Valentine, often known by his nickname Sweet Tooth, is a huge entrepreneur and emissary of Ulstrom. He's
Wait, you're telling me that Valentine is Sweet Tooth? I kind of look incredulously at the rest of them.
well, I mean,
God,
you know that
God.
nickname. This is just what you know. But he is famous for his confections and chocolates,
Mm-hmm.
which is what got him that nickname.
Okay.
Less known for why he's here hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the why he's on this call, you have no idea. And then another call comes up as you see Princess Ruby Inazuna.
Wow.
Nice.
So, Davey, you
Hi,
see
Mrs. Una.
someone who looks very royal in this oriental attire from Harukagon.
Okay. And I'm sorry, what was her name again?
Ruby Inazuna.
Okay.
Is Rito there?
There is some squeaking noises you can hear in the background.
Yes, the
Yippee.
baby. Child.
As you see a representative from the nation of Sori,
Mhm.
the nation of Madara,
Mhm.
the nation of Ulstrom, and the nation of Harukagon all on these screens.
I'm a little
So-
nervous about this. Yes.
So, Dave, what's your reaction of seeing 4 representatives of 4 different nations on these screens?
What the fuck did I get myself into?
That is a $1,000 question.
Just saying hi and waving to the people as they come in. Who's casually greeting him too?
But I'd never make anything of myself.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
No, they weren't very nice people.
Hmm.
Aw.
Well, you proved him wrong.
Yeah,
Right.
I can shortcut things if you just want to explain what happened to them instead of repeating and regurgitating everything you've said.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's probably a good idea.
Yep.
Yep. I go ahead and do that to the best of my ability and mention
Yeah.
the stuff that Dr. Gunn told me and the plans the plan for that or lack thereof.
Yeah, so, Davey,
Mm-hmm.
during this conversation, there's a mention that he's incomplete and needs samples from Dragon Lords. And you also know that he's going north. You know where the body of one of the Dragon Lords is. And it is north in Ulstrom.
Hmm.
It's very close to where you live. It is just next to Ignacia, your hometown.
Oh,
Oh,
wonderful.
no.
It is a place that is known today as the Blood Swamp.
Oh no.
That's not a good
Stop.
name.
That
didn't
sounds like
want
a
to-
lovely
Like that.
place.
That's terrible.
Ain't there, so yeah. that
You've
makes
heard
sense.
so many horror stories about that area.
Mhm.
Oh.
That's just short of Blood Marsh as far as like how horrible a location can sound.
And
That
you
is
know
just
that
short of
anyone
that.
who on foot tries to get close to the dragon usually ends up dying because the more closer and closer you get to it, the more and more acidic the blood becomes.
Oh, perfect.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not a good or an easy place to get to.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Would I have, having been from that area, heard about any like easier ways to get in there? Like,
People don't get in there.
heard about anyone who tried possibly? To
Uh,
get in there and...
Most of the people who do find ways to not wade the swamp, like people who can fly or something like that.
Okay.
You might have heard a person like take a potion of like acid resistance to try to get in there, but you're not sure what became of that person.
Okay.
So you've heard of lots of people who tried to get in, not a lot of people who came back out.
Basically,
Yeah.
Yep.
it is. not an easy place to get in or out.
Perfect. It never is in this world. I've noticed.
Mm-mm-mm.
Remember
Okay.
when the worst thing we had
The-
to worry about was Carney going into a strip club?
I miss those days.
But the name of the dragon nearby is called Lacera Blight.
Oh, lovely name.
I'll just throw it in the Twitch chat.
Thank you. Oh, all in caps.
Well, that's how I copy and
Wow.
pasted it from the article.
Mm-hmm.
The Queen of Envy. That sounds not
So-
like it's going to be horrible to
so-
deal with.
So
Yeah.
is Blight a family name, or?
Maybe.
Blight's the given name, and Lacera is the family name. They do,
Oh, they do
like,
back that the other
like
the other way around.
Harukagon.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so, Davey, that's what you know about that.
Okay.
Does anyone additionally say or suggest anything while these people are on the call?
I mean, I
guess since now there's time to bring it up, Buck will mention that the Jar of Souls was not in the King Eternal's room, and also that the King Eternal has put out the hit on us,
Yeah, that's good to.
or
Bring
at
up.
least on him. I don't know if it was made explicit that he gave orders that all of our group get killed.
Erie speaks out and says, "Oh, great. Have you ever heard the phrase the camel that broke the feather that broke the camel's back?"
Yes.
I've
She
heard
reaches
before.
her hands and violently starts tearing at her face.
No.
Uh,
No.
But
So,
Buck
Tegan.
will-
Like it.
Buck will kind of like obscure that part of the screen with his hand and turn to Jolly Roger and ask, "Is there some way we can like, drop her from the call for a minute?"
Yeah, before the head comes up,
Idea.
you just see her like grab her face and start ripping flesh off.
Oh.
oh,
No, 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 no.
He just goes up and is like, just give her a moment. And you can hear the audio of screaming as Jolly Roger walks to the control panel, presses a button, and mutes her.
Oh, thank you, sir.
But before there, she was like screaming in agony and pain.
I don't like it. Great.
so wait, the king.
This is
what
going
happened?
well.
What happened
We
with the
did
King Eternal? With the King Eternal, I was kind of occupied with everything else. So what happened
Well-
on your end, Buck?
I ran in there. I went to his room. Turned out he was there. I tried to act like I was, confused and freaking out. He wasn't having it. I made a run for it, and he caught up for a minute. And Buck will show off the wound that he got
Aw.
from the King Eternal. Seemed like he wasn't interested in following me into the ocean, but
Oh.
after that, the whole rig exploded, so I'm not sure what happened after that. I'm assuming he made his way back onto the ship.
I still don't get it. How did Dr. Gunn even get all of these, everyone on the boat? He got just, there was a lot there. Like, did the King Eternal help him with that?
I'm
Can the
King Eternal, like-
assuming he was funding the whole thing.
Like, actually,
Yeah.
I've got to look to Lord Valentine. Do you know if the King Eternal is strong enough to go toe to toe with someone like Finality? Like, is that a thing he could do?
I doubt the King Eternal could beat Finality 1v1.
With
Finality's
with
kind of, yeah.
Huh.
I feel like not many people could beat Finality one.
I'm not sure if there's anyone here that can beat the Ancients or their children 1v1 right now.
Yeah.
That's concerning.
it's also concerning how, if that's the case, how Finality got there in the first place, because he didn't seem like he knew he was there or wanted to be there at all. It seemed like he wasn't expecting to wake up on an oil rig.
They also had like Ultima,
Yeah,
which is also very concerning because she's pretty powerful, as a goddess.
Well,
Yeah.
Ultima has been having regular meetings with Dr. Gon, so something must have happened with that.
Yeah. He must have developed some way to subdue incredibly powerful.
Wait, hold on. Is there... Oh.
What?
Oh. Hold on.
Concern is growing as details do not appear.
Run us through your process.
Sorry, it's just, well...
Show your work. Yeah.
There's a thought and it's still coming.
It's bouncing around.
Well, it's just, some of this is really, don't tell anyone information, but I'm just thinking, because just, what some of the... It's just a lot of stuff kind of went into this whole Titan thing, like the whole, like, Archfey essence that Nanette gave me, whatever is going on with Finality, and then stuff with Miss Ultima. It's just, Miss Ultima's was like kind of special from what we could tell, and I'm just thinking how all of this plays into going into this weird dragon thing that the Gon's they're trying to make, It's just all really weird and freaky and scary. It's just that's a lot of power to be pouring into something, and I don't think it's good.
Valentine kind of sighs for a second and speaks up, says, well, from what I understand, the last creature to ever enter our realm outside of the crystal sphere has been Titan. Well, technically second to last if you count Bahamut. Titan came to this realm carrying 8 ancients, and they roamed this planet for a bit before Bahamut came down to seal them.
I don't suppose there's any way to let this Bahamut person know that the things are kind of going weird and out of whack now, are they? The Titan's back again, and bad things are going to happen, and the ancients are trying to be unsealed.
Well, the thing about being trapped here is that we can't do anything out.
Yeah.
I mean, technically we might be able to throw something through the tunnel, but it's not like we could confirm anything if we did.
Well, no problem in putting a message in the ball and giving it a chance, right?
That involves throwing it through the orange juicer, though, right?
Yeah.
That is basically throwing a message into a black hole and hoping it comes out the other side.
Yeah.
Not knowing who will receive the message.
Yeah.
Imagine some farmer or some distant planet that doesn't speak our language gets a message.
Yeah. This is why Roman standing stones are used as scythe sharpeners for generations.
Well, I'm just trying to think, like, what can we do, or where do we go from here? Especially since the rig is destroyed, and they're not doing anything with that anymore. But Finality has Titan now, and seems to be going towards this weird, acid dragon body thing. Can we stop him? Is there anything we could do about that?
I mean, we could go there and try to stop him.
I think that might be the best plan. I think you guys should dock in Eliowen and make your way to Ignacia. I'll see about meeting you there in person.
Oh, actually, If anyone knows anything about this, Dr. Gon did mention something with the whole finality thing. Mentioned exploiting a certain weakness of his. He didn't say what it was, but finality has a weakness of some kind.
That's
Interesting.
good to know. Seemed pretty indestructible before.
Well, that does
Yeah.
make sense because that explains how he was able to subdue him. Question is
Sure.
whether or not we can figure out what that weakness is.
Right.
I mean, does anyone know how to butter up Dr. Gon to get him talking? I mean, he likes alcohol and likes pretty ladies. Do you think that maybe one of those could do it?
He likes ripping your soul out of your body and putting
Yeah,
you in
I
a
feel like
test
he's kind
tube
of
too.
gotten. I feel like he's gotten everything that he wants out of us at this point.
Yeah. We don't have good leverage.
If we run into him again, we can try something, but I don't think that should be our first plan.
Jolly Rogers looks over. He's like, "All right, set sail to Eliowen."
Yippee.
Oh boy.
Okay, so we're gonna have to fight Titan and possibly Finality too in a weird acid swamp. Titan was able to blow up a large section of boat with just a little flick thing, and Finality can lift up and crunch an oil rig like a soda can.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an even fight then.
Well, he won't be able to crunch up our bones because they'll have all melted through our skin thanks to the acid from the dragon.
See, that's the spirit.
I think this is called optimism.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not up for it. I mean, I think Finality needs a punch in the face. I'm not denying that. I'm just trying to think if there's anything that we can do or anything that we can utilize before this. I mean, I kind of.
I agree. It'd be nice to
Canoe's
know the
gonna-
weakness.
Yeah, Canoe's gonna try to Trigger's like, nope. Yeah, and I'm kind of down my usual tricks.
That is something else we gotta work on. If you ain't got all of your magical fairy powers, then it's gonna be dangerous bringing you along.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think that that's gonna be mad at me? I tried really hard to escape. I really did.
That's probably something to worry about later.
Yeah. We'll back you up.
It's not like,
if I don't
it's
have
not like
keys,
you
how am I
tried to
gonna?
lose it.
Yeah, it's not like you were putting up, posters saying, "Please steal my fiance's fairy gift from me."
How am I gonna be the first goat again now if I can't do that? I was gonna summon a pixie right in his face, but now I can't do that anymore.
There.
Yeah, so, Davey, you hear him talking about how he got his powers from his fiancée, Archfey.
Yeah, you know what? At this point, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's fair.
How easy do you think that was to make? I mean, she gave me some weird sweet juice zap thing.
Are you
Maybe I could ask for another one of those.
Are you asking me to ponder on the abilities of the Archfey who gifted you divine power? Because that's beyond my station.
Well, it's just that all of you seem to know magic-y stuff more than I did. I just made a friend and then got really strong.
Well,
made a fiance and then got really strong. This is also weird and confusing.
Yeah, that's how
Whether
it's
you
been.
want them as a friend or a fiance is a big jump, Carney.
I
Well,
thought
To
we
be
were
fair, he
friends.
wasn't sure which one it was when we met him.
yeah.
I thought we were friends.
We found
But it
some
turns out that-
information out that changed the course of his life forever.
Carnelian nods. Honest, I didn't mean to, to do the fiance thing, but I guess I don't understand how fairy culture and fairy proposals work.
Well, we do now,
Yeah.
thanks to Dark Strangle.
Uh-huh. Cornelia is just kind of like, just looks really embarrassed by that. Like, oh,
Aw.
I didn't know. I didn't
It's
know. I
okay.
didn't
It's
know.
okay. It's all right. We don't normally hang out with
Yeah,
Faye.
I can
Oh,
almost
judge.
feel Deegan's head spinning as you're dumping all this information.
I know.
So much lore. So much lore.
So much.
They're explaining so
more.
much shit, and you're like, yes, noted.
Explaining is the wrong word.
Noted.
No, we're just referencing
Overload.
things.
Overload. Does not compute.
Yeah.
No, you are right. It could be really dangerous to bring me along. I don't want to. I don't want to. You know, hold you guys back if it comes down to it.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that we should figure out how to get you, powered up again.
Yeah. Now, when he stole Buck's soul, like, he implanted weird stuff into Buck that has turned out to be useful. Did he
Yeah,
implant
but
anything into you?
That's a good question, actually.
I mean, if he did, I don't really feel anything. I don't feel any different. It's
Well,
just
neither did I until, a while later.
It did take a long time for it to have the
You,
effect on you.
you had to
We
go
were
through a
hauling
coma
you-
before it took effect.
We were
Yeah.
hauling you around through the streets of the city while people thought
So-
we murdered you. It was good times.
So maybe Carney is just built different and has to wait for it to load in.
Yeah.
Do you think that I need to take a nap in order for it to come into whatever to come into effect?
I mean, it couldn't hurt, right?
Well, I am pretty exhausted after all of that. That was a real
You had a busy
Today
day
was
of
really-
releasing Finality and Titan both at the same time into
Yeah,
each
you did
other's,
a lot.
thrall.
I if I knew that he was gonna do stuff like that, I wouldn't have done it.
It's
but
all right. You didn't know. How could you have known?
I thought I was gonna give people time or
You sure
minimize
did give us
losses
time.
by saying that. Should I have not told him? Should I have not said it?
I mean,
said anything?
look, it's not going to help any to be like, what should I have done now? Because it's already behind
well
us. And
past
we've
that.
got to figure out how to not have our bones melt out through our eyeballs when we go to find this envy dragon lady. Oh. I really don't like Blood Swamp as a name. It just the bodes very ill.
That's not a nice name for a place
concerning.
at
No,
all.
it's fine.
That's fine. Is it a
It's fine.
misnomer?
I mean, everything is final at some point.
That doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence, but I guess
No.
you're the expert.
But it is true. As far as I know. Oh dear. But yeah, I don't know. How should we? Do you still feel like you could wallop people good with your stop sign?
I mean,
Like you've still got all your
I-
muscles, even though you don't have.
yeah, it looks like that thankfully stuck. I mean, I still feel strong. It's just that I can't. I don't feel the glowy, whooshy stuff anymore. It just. Well, I guess the only thing to do is wait and figure it out. But I don't know. It's a little.
It's a little spooky to just jump in and see what happens when it's, Yeah.
Yeah.
At the
Who
same
knows?
time-
Maybe it will come back. Maybe it's just a temporary, thing. Maybe they're still. Maybe it's been there long enough that it just needs a. Maybe I just need a snack to get my strength back up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Well. Is there anything else that we should probably say or mention
Well-
about the rig?
Is Eerie still screaming and tearing your face off on mute?
I'm not gonna look.
If you look, Jolly would kind of took it off. She seems to stop tearing at her face. You just see a skull where her head is.
Nope, not looking. Let me know when it's safe.
Buck is
She-
he's gonna keep his eyes on like whoever's on the screen next to hers and not look directly at her.
Yeah, anyone who's looking at the screen, Davey, are you looking at the screen where there's Eerie has torn her entire face off?
Yeah, I kind of can't turn away at
Yeah.
this point. I've watched most of the entire thing.
Yeah. She picks up one of the eyes that she tore off and then puts it in her mouth and starts chewing it.
No.
Why?
And as as that happens, you start to see colors start to return to the skull as it starts to turn red.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly skin starts growing on top.
Cool.
Great.
Cool. See
And
if I can remember what I was gonna ask now. Oh god.
and she blinks a few times, and when she opens up, her eyes have grown back. And then you see a couple Quasits drop onto her desk and start picking up the flesh bits. One of them starts eating it.
Yeah. I'm not looking at the television screen, just to be clear.
And she kind of
Not
stretches.
bad.
The white suit she has been ruined. But then she like snaps her fingers and it starts cleaning itself.
Yeah.
And she kind of sighs as the Quasits just lick the table clean of all of its blood.
Okay, and now I'm
Like
done.
it.
Now I'm
I
done.
Yeah.
No.
You're not looking now. Are you sure? Was
No.
that it?
So-
No, that was the line.
Okay.
Well, it's done now. It's been cleaned up.
Why are you like this?
Why
are you like
She kind of sighs and
Next
is like,
question.
I'm sorry. When I get stretched, I get itchy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You
I-
you said that you were able to track Titan on satellites, right?
I mean, our satellite did take imagery of it, which is why I was understanding of it.
Well, I mean, at least with that, we can figure out exactly where he's going to, right?
You
It's not like we'll
still
be
have
flying in solo.
satellite image of him?
It's going to be hard to keep up.
I
It's,
feel like that's something we ought to focus on.
I'll track him the best we can, but this isn't video feed, it's imagery.
It's the
How-
best we got. If we can at least tell the last place that he goes to before we stop seeing him, we'll know
Where
where
he's
to go to.
heading.
Mm,
Yeah.
All I know is that he went north.
Oh.
Ugh.
But if you ever need to ask me more questions, if you're in a major town, which in Ulstrom would just be Arden, you can visit me at the embassy.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna look to the sweet tooth. Do you know if the King Eternal is going to try to stop or do anything with Finality himself? Are they going to try to get him back?
I doubt he's just gonna let some unknown entity wreak havoc on his country.
So
If
what
I
are the
had to
chances that
guess, if he starts doing anything, the Ebon Legion might get dispatched.
Oh
Oh,
no!
we love them.
Oh no!
Okay.
Just, okay.
Yeah,
That might as well
something-
happen.
that's a later problem.
That's future
That's a
problem.
problem for futurists.
Cross that bridge.
So wait. So is he? Are we basically going to be racing the Ebon Legion to Titan and Finality? Is that what's going to happen? Are we going to be racing them through an acid swamp to
You
you
start
know?
sweating. His eyes kind of go wide.
don't. You're not feeling itchy, are you?
I'm not feeling it. Itchy, no. Not itchy.
All
Nope.
right, that's good.
Yeah, by the way, that itch the first time that happened was a lot worse because they were in person
Oh
with
man,
Eerie.
it was so
Yeah, we were in a
bad,
Denny's.
dude.
Yeah.
That was
Oh.
terrible.
No. The
Yeah.
last time was at a Denny's. The first time was in her office.
First time was in her
Right,
office.
we had no idea.
Also, she didn't scratch
Yeah.
her face off at the Denny's. She was wearing oven mitts.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
She tried to, but the oven mitts stopped her.
Mhm.
Yep.
You should wear oven mitts more often.
Yeah, like it's a fashion statement.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was a bad time. This was a bad time too. I didn't like this time
Yeah.
either. This time was all
Yeah.
bad. Moving on.
Yeah, Buck is gonna. We've got Toastin on the line too, right?
Yeah, Toastin's
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
Yeah, Buck is gonna ask Toastin, how long do you think we got before someone like Lego Hart starts banging the war drums over this?
I was
Um,
gonna ask, like,
Thinking.
have they reported on this? Has this broken news yet at all, or?
Madara has been keeping constant watch of the oil rig. I'm pretty sure Kligo Hart is going to be speaking in the morning about it.
Great. I'm sure
I
he'll be using
mean-
it to his own advantage.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to see how they spin it, because I don't know exactly what Ulstrom's going to say on this situation, but no matter how you look at it, it looks like it might have been a terrorist attack from possible Silverblade agents, which
Yeah, that-
they're a step removed from that.
Hmm.
Congratulations
I
on
mean,
being
this-
terrorists.
That's not an accomplishment I was looking for, but
Nope.
Hold on a minute.
so, but this does take away some ammunition he's got, right? He was trying to use this as something to go to war over. If it's not there, then he's got nothing.
Possibly.
Hopefully.
But the thing is, that's one way you could look at it. The other way is that Ulstrom blames it on Madara.
Yeah.
I
And we don't have any
Well,
way to know
I-
who's
I
gonna be
look
the
at-
spin they take.
I look at Sweet Tooth. What are the chances that they do that?
He kind of says, like, no use worrying about the chances. We'll just have to listen to the news.
Yeah.
Is there any way for like the Silver Blade to take credit for it before anyone else starts making accusations?
I don't think I want to make that statement.
I mean, yeah, obviously not you personally.
Well, I mean, yeah, but, you know. The Silverblade, we don't really make announcements like that. Yeah, Davey,
Right.
based on what you said, he just admitted to this noble just admitted to being a Silverblade agent.
Uh-huh.
He's dumb.
Well,
Just
feeling itchy.
pull it.
Just sweating bullets at this point. Just kind of just like
Oh,
head in
no.
hand. He's not getting
Yeah.
itchy at all, but it's a lot.
We'll take you out for a drink after this.
Yeah, when we-
I'm gonna need a bottle after
This
this.
has been a rough day.
A singular bottle?
Oh,
You don't know how big a bottle.
Fair.
this. Well, I guess on other fronts of this theory, have you heard anything from Miss Ultima since this whole thing happened?
You mean since 30 minutes ago?
Perennially nods.
She just stares at you.
I think it might take a little bit for news to reach us from wherever the gods are talking.
I don't know how fast they communicate. I just thought that, you know.
My impression is not very often unless you bug them.
I
Or
mean,
something dire is happening.
Unfortunately, all the people we know who can get in contact with gods are back in Madara, so
Yeah.
Well,
at least in contact with gods that we want to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
once you're back in the mainland, you can go to, like, a Temple of Sindor, Ultima, or maybe a Tenuous.
Is Mr. Tinius gonna want to talk with? Okay, well, I seem to be wrong about everything I thought it was true about Mr. Tinius up to this point. So maybe he
Well-
will
No,
eventually.
see, we don't
We're
know
not
anything
sure about that.
about what's going on with him, though.
Yeah, he kind of just popped in and implied he was going to take care of things, but not how he was going to do it.
Right? We have no information about what's going on right now, is the thing.
Huh?
Sindor's probably the best starting point once we're back on the
Sindor and-
mainland. He's tended to be very helpful and has responded to us a lot.
Or if we can get in contact with Miston.
Yeah,
Seems like they're the ones who know everything.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you're probably going to have a harder sell convincing Mistin to do things.
He felt a bit more chaotic.
Yeah.
But the chaotic neutral god is chaotic?
Yeah,
What?
I know. It's
Wild, right?
really weird.
If only there was some way for us to tell. Like,
Yeah, if only their orientation was literally like a compass on what realm they
Yeah.
control.
Right?
yeah, like if we could filter them into like 1 of 9 categories.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Only we didn't
Yeah,
have to
that's a
roll the
shame, though.
dice every time we reached out.
Hmm.
Well, for now, I think you should meet up in Elioen, get some rest, and make your way to Ignacia.
Okay.
It's
I
that
guess
easy,
let's-
huh?
But before we go, just to refresh, really fast.
Yes.
Oh no, out of character. This is out of character. Sorry.
Oh.
I want to out of character. Out of character refreshing with the party, just so I don't say something potentially crucial or leak information that absolutely should not be leaked.
Uh-huh.
So just to refresh my memory, who knows about the whole Ultima sharing genetic material with the
With
With Eve?
Virtue.
Virtue,
Yeah, Virtue.
I mean, not Davy.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Presumably,
Yeah.
like,
Not David, but
presumably
like
Eerie
on
does,
call.
right?
But on call, like who on call knows about that?
You don't know.
I don't
Presumably
think-
Eerie.
I don't think Toastin has had that discussion with us.
At this point, we don't really know what Toastin knows.
No, but I'm not going to assume that he knows something that...
Okay.
Hidden.
All right. In that case, I will save this train of thought for after the call. I will save this
Okay.
train of thought for after the call
Okay.
ends.
Sounds good.
Well, you say that, and Sweet Tooth says, there is a complication that happened in the mainland during my investigation on what was happening.
More things happened?
Well, there was a package that intercepted that was supposed to go to the oil rig.
No.
Uh-huh.
He reaches down and picks up a cylinder, and inside you see the head of the goddess Eve.
Oh my
damn it.
god.
Of course.
Yeah.
Cardio's gonna look at that and say, what is that?
Yeah, is that
Right.
a head?
Well, why did they need a severed head? What is that?
This is
Who is
Eve.
that? What?
Eve, like
Come
the
again.
one who made the deer made of hands?
And
What?
Well,
Salathis?
yes. And the mother of Salathis, yes.
And
she's a head in a
And-
jar now.
wait, and what? Wait, what?
Apparently they called this the prime sample, and I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean.
And that was
What?
heading to the oil rig?
It was, but some Silverblade agents that were dispatched stopped that.
What do they
Thank
want with that?
goodness. Well,
After
it's
everything
like
they've collected, I'm not
Kingdom.
sure if I want to know what they wanted with it.
I mean, it's a good thing they didn't get it then. I assume
Yep.
it's one of Dr. Gon's experiments.
It has to be, right? He's
He was
sticking
set-
everything into Titan.
Well,
And
when he
he's-
was in that Bahamut vault thing, he
Uh-huh.
was experimenting on Eve, wasn't he? Or
No, it was on Virtue.
One of them.
He might have also been experimenting. We don't
Uh,
know if he was
you
experimenting.
know from the notes that
Oh, no.
Eve was, that Virtue is modified using Eve's DNA.
Right, yep,
Right, yeah, and-
that's right.
And the area was consecrated to Eve specifically, yeah.
Yes.
And that Virtue's DNA and Ultima's DNA was extremely similar.
Yes. I think
Yeah.
I still have the DNA samples in my inventory.
Yeah, you probably have the test results. I don't know if you have the...
Yeah.
Actually, do you have the physical
I have
samples?
no idea how to read them.
Yeah.
Let me look. I forgot to open up my character sheet.
I know you have the documentation for the physical, the results, but I don't know if you have the actual
The
samples.
results, I've got hard drives from the lab, and then the blood sample test that Ultima used.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and it was after that day she started having meetings with Dr. Gon.
Yeah, and she teleported away with virtue, which I'm sure is perfectly normal.
Mm-hmm. Completely, utterly, perfectly normal.
I'm not concerned. This is fine.
No, not at
Yeah.
all. Why would you be concerned?
I think he's probably going, damn, what did happen to this whole campaign?
What did I miss in the last 2+ years?
Yeah, I mean, it can't be that much.
Surprise.
Surprise.
Well, Ruby speaks up. I don't know what's going on, but whatever is happening doesn't just affect Madara and Ulstrom. We have to be careful here. My father still is waiting for the perfect opportunity to declare war on Madara, and if something were to happen to weaken either of these countries, that will happen.
Forgot that was the plot line. Oh god.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What if we all just moved to Egypt with the bird people?
To Alzaria.
I like them. Yeah.
Yeah, the bird people and the god that cares about them.
I would like to move there, please.
Where the god actually walks amongst the people and loves them.
Yeah, and they're all
Yeah.
nice and they're like super competent, and the vampires are scared of them. I
Yeah,
want to
and-
move
and
to
they-
that country, please.
Well,
And
they're
they
not
beat
scared
up
of them
the
as much as
vampire
they're
god.
afraid of the nation that A, the entire country is concentrated,
Uh-huh.
and B, oh god, that's the sun.
Yeah, it's good times.
I've heard it's a deadly laser.
It is. Definitely to vampires.
Mhm.
Oh, we need to get the daylight spell.
What's this we, I think?
Someone has it. One of us has it now. I'm
Oh,
just
that's
saying.
good. That's a good thing.
That's one of us.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
I kind of figured that it would be a really good thing to have, especially in our setting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
You are
Dealing with
correct.
Vampires.
Alright.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Now, if there's nothing else, the call will start wrapping up. Is there anything you want to say before that happens?
Nope.
I'm okay.
No, I think we've dropped all the bombs.
Yeah, yep. Davey is processing.
Sweet Tooth will speak up. It's like, I will meet you at Ignacia. For the rest of them, if you want to meet in person, the embassy building in Arden is your best bet.
Alright. Sounds good.
Until then, we need to figure out what our next step is. And I think in order to make those plans, we have to assess the situation in Ignacia first.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you in... I'm gonna see you then.
Right.
There.
We'll see you then. And the call gets hung up.
Oh.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Where's that drink?
I think I have a flask. I'll give you a swig.
He just starts gulping.
Drain the entire thing.
Not the
You know
entire
what?
thing. He'll leave like a swig left.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, it's been a day. Oh my god.
And as you're done with that, the captain holds out a bottle of rum.
Oh yeah, he just cakes it. And wait, what was in this? I just need to know. Clear or brown?
It's...
Clear.
Shit.
Wait, what would pirates like more, clear or brown?
Maybe
Probably
they would
brown.
like brown. Yeah.
They probably
brown's
would like the
probably-
brown, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking, wait, from a pirate's perspective, yeah, it probably would be brown.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Unfiltered.
Turns
I'll
out
take my
Davey
chances.
is Davey is why the rum's
And just go
always
grab a
fun.
glass.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Well,
Ah,
we're already beelining to Eliowen, so why don't y'all get some rest?
sounds
Sure.
That sounds
fabulous.
good.
I'll go ahead and have my crewmate here get you settled up in some quarters.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Appreciate that.
Captain.
Very well. And he eventually leads you there, and it is basically like a capsule hotel, like type of situation where you go through a hallway and there's just like 3 levels of beds with like a ladder in between.
Sounds about right.
So
Yep.
Thanks,
it's
Captain.
you can slide in, and to the side there's like a small storage space.
Yep,
Slide in and pass the fuck out.
Yep,
absolutely.
that's how it is in submarines. You gotta kind of pack in, not much room. And with that, we're gonna take a quick break and come back.
Yippee!
Oh boy,
Woo!
Yay.
this is going so much better than last time.
We haven't died yet.
Wait,
Yeah.
this is good.
This is going well.
Well, a lot of this was me trying to add some extra context and information to Deacon before.
I apologize, or I don't apologize, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah, because there was a lot of information that was there was a lot of information that the party already knew, but I had to get repeated so that you would know.
I appreciate that.
And those are characters that I wanted you to be introduced to at least. So, yeah. There's still things on my list that you need to explain, but I didn't do it here because there was enough information for now.
Yeah, I hear you.
But anyway, we'll be right back.
Yep.
Yippee!
Oh boy.
And while on break, apply a long rest.
Yippee!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh boy, I like
Alright,
those.
we'll be right back.
Bye.
Bye bye.
We have a turn. So,
Well,
you all wake up, and you guys had your long rest. Some people might have a bit of a rum hangover.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
But
The pain
eventually you hear crewmates brushing over and waking up and moving around. And eventually one of them calls you up. It's like, hey, Team Basic, wake up.
It's us.
yeah. Basic.
Team Basic
Or
plus
Team
a D. Basic D.
Oh.
We need to change that name.
What do you mean?
What's wrong with Basic D?
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder.
Yeah, Carnelian is kind of cool. Wait, what's wrong with that?
Oh, the ancient boy who doesn't know.
Don't. It's
We'll
fine.
figure out a new anagram.
So-
Don't worry about it.
Sounds a little awkward, but I don't. But you know, it could be a placeholder, I guess.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
And eventually you're on the deck. Captain looks over. It's like, alright. Activating boat illusion. And you guys, like, see on the monitor kind of like top-down view of the boat. And suddenly it starts, like, wrapping in an illusion. And suddenly the submarine starts to look like an actual boat.
Oh,
Huh. That's a little crazy.
yeah.
And it pulls upwards, and it starts to make its way to the docks.
Well, that's neat.
It's pretty neat.
Handy.
You see one of the operators come up. It's like, ready, Captain? He's like, yep, here you go. And he hands him some papers and some money.
An allowance.
He looks over. He's like, all right, my boy here is going to go ahead and bribe the dockmaster, and then you can all get out.
Great. Thank you, Captain.
Appreciate that.
Thank you, Captain.
And after a bit, the guy comes back, and the captain goes, all right, you're free to leave.
Alright.
All right.
Okay.
Off
And-
we waddle,
Salute
I
and head out.
assume. Yep.
Yep, you guys go up the ladder to be on top of the submarine, which is currently right beside. You can kind of see the edge, but it's a bit obscured by the illusion of the boat.
Hmm. I will totally naturally walk down the gangplank that is surely there.
Yep, there's an illusion of a gangplank, and as you get off, no one seems to really pay much attention to you.
Perfect.
All right, does everyone step off?
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
I sure do.
All right,
Stick
you
together.
guys are back in Elioan.
Yippee!
Wow.
This is the same dock you departed from when you passed your job interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
It's a
so
different
fun.
lifetime.
Hey, you're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Siobhan just comes out.
No, don't you fucking dare say that. Don't you
You're
speak
ready for the
that
next round of
evil.
interviews?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, you guys are free.
Wow.
Free is a very relative term for us.
It's a
You
very
you are not
relative-
being confined by a submarine as to where you go.
We are
That
not
is very
currently
accurate.
imprisoned. Yeah. Very good. Well.
Hey, you know what?
Wanna
We never
go...
got paid for our work on the oil rig.
Not my
We
fault.
didn't get a pay. We didn't get a paycheck for any of that.
I cooked the books to give us all like 80 million hours of overtime. We still didn't
Yeah,
get paid
where's
shit.
the money?
They don't give me the
Wow,
money, Buck.
wow, we actually didn't. We actually did not get paid for that. Wow.
Yeah.
The oil rig did not survive to your first paycheck.
I mean, do you think we should sue?
No,
Can-
absolutely
Can we do
not.
that?
Absolutely not. No, because we used fake names. We do not
Oh,
want to
right.
get pulled into legal proceedings.
Imagine enemies of a state start suing that government, and they're like,
No.
I mean.
No.
More likely they did think, but you know, fucking A. All right. What?
Shouldn't
do
we
do?
be looking?
What do we
Were
do
we gonna
now?
look for Sindor?
Yeah. Were we gonna go to a? I want to go to a temple. I want to find
Which
the
temple
temple.
would you like to try and visit?
Also, it's the only one that's legal in Ulstrom, so.
But
no,
she's
that's not true.
it. Yeah.
The only illegal one is Miston.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh wait, I thought in Ulstrom it was the three
They are suspicious of anyone who doesn't worship the three evil.
Okay, those are the three okay ones. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
They hate people worshiping any of the good or neutral gods, which is why they more favor people worshiping the evil ones. But Miston has been made illegal in order to try to drive out the Silver Blade.
Right.
Okay, yeah. I got it mixed up because I thought that it was like, oh yeah, these three are the cool. Or, I had it in my head that these three.
They
are the cool
even
ones,
mentioned the fact that there's a temple of Attenuus in Arden.
Yeah, they did.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah. I do.
Should we hit that up
God.
just in case?
I'm fine with that.
I kind of want to know what's up.
Oh,
I kind of want to know
it's-
what's
So
going
say
on.
we all.
Arden is on the other side of Ignacia, though.
Yeah. For now,
Oh,
let's.
right, yeah.
I miss the RV.
I mean, you guys have the RV.
It's in
We
our
do have
pockets,
the
hang
RV.
on.
It's in our pockets.
You guys literally have a ride.
Yeah,
Do you
we
want to
can-
drive the car, Carney?
Well, is there any way we want to see while we're in Arden before we go? Or
While you're in
make our way
Elioen?
to the- Yeah, in Elioen. Sorry. God, names. I'm
I
bad.
have to open up the map so I know where we are.
Yeah, the port town is Elioen if you're looking at the map.
Right.
Yeah, so Elion, we have to go through Arden.
No, Arden's
No,
on
we
the
have to go
other
through
side of
Ignacia to get to Arden,
Ignacia.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and
Okay.
Ignacia is close to where the blood swamp
Yes,
is,
okay.
that's housing the bones of the melt dragon.
Yeah,
So-
weird how that ended up being an important thing.
This is, yeah, so what are the odds?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine me putting a blood
Crazy-
swamp and making you
Crazy
go
how
there.
nature make that.
Yeah.
It's like I had reasons for putting that there.
Wild.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Who'd have thunk?
Anyway,
Debunk it.
I don't know. Do we have anything to do in Elioen? I'm looking through my notes to see if we have any side quests.
I don't think so, because we got here and then they murdered the Silverblade guy, and then we had to interview with the three interrogator people,
Inquisitors.
and then we got immediately shunted onto a boat and driven out to sea
Yeah.
until it exploded. It's been a
So-
time.
Yeah, but this is what
Let's
you would
see,
expect
so-
from like a dock city. Like there's the actual docks, which there's a lot of buzz around, a lot of employees and workers. You know, there's like cargo warehousing and stuff to the side. Then you get out of that and you see a strip that's like a lot of like bars and recreation. You know, because like they put that there because sailors, when they first hit land, they gotta do something
shore
to
leave.
actually, like a lot of sailors
Yeah,
when
spend
they
all
first
that
hit
money
the
to-
land, they just got they gotta spend that money.
Burning a hole in their pocket.
And then after that, you just see what is like a typical modern day city.
Hmm.
It is,
Ooh.
even though it is daylight out, quote unquote, the sun and colors are a bit muted as it gets filtered through these dark clouds that are hanging over you.
Hmm.
Mm.
Oh, you know what we should do while we're here?
Mm.
We should get our money
That, of
changed.
course.
That is a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
probably get an exchange.
Let's go to the money exchange
you'll
place.
You can easily find a bank and have your money exchange.
Yippee.
Yeah.
That's not much of an issue. Just keep your money the same. It's just for the sake of ease, I'm not making a conversion rate. I'm just going to
Well,
say
you don't want us to.
Yeah.
I don't want you to do math to convert your money.
And also, we have to pay a fee, right?
I'm ignoring that for the sake of not making this taxes the game.
You know, oh, actually, okay. You know what I do kind of want to do, actually, if there's a door temple
Taxes the
around
game.
here?
I'm listening.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there is. You can find one.
I want to see if there's anything we can do with the dragon teeth that I picked up.
Right. Give me a second. My dog is
I'd forgotten
telling me it's
about
playtime.
Puppy.
My baby.
Boy.
I'm gonna give him a frozen treat to occupy him for a second. 1 second.
Us.
Do not ignore me.
Father.
That's the puppy. Father, it is playtime.
May I have some oats? That video gave me big potion seller energy.
Potion seller.
I require your strongest potion.
I require
It makes
your
me wonder.
strongest oats.
What do you think
Well,
Plato and Dowdy?
the funny thing is,
has video editing software.
the frozen treat I'm giving him has oats in it. It's so the treat I give him is I take peanut butter, a can of pumpkin, and then I cook some oats and then dilute it with water to make it freezable or easily freezable. And that's the thing I have.
That's a good doggy treat for sure.
Yeah, and then I like stuff a toy with it and freeze it.
Aw, yeah. See, I didn't realize how apropos my reference was when I made
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, I was like going off and you said, "Father, may I have some oats?" I'm like, I mean, it's literally like 1/3 oats, 1/3 peanut butter, 1/3 pumpkin diluted with water.
Nice.
Very good.
So he is actually getting some oats.
This is why they call me the meme lord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like oatmeal, pumpkin, and peanut butter are really good for dogs.
Yeah, they are. It's a really good doggy treat.
Eeh. And he's happy. So anyway,
Oh, good.
something about Sindor's temple.
Sindor.
Yeah.
I want to
Sindor
see if
or-
yeah.
Do you want to go to the Sindor first or the Attenuous first?
Well, Tenuous one was in
Tenuous was
Arden.
in
We can't-
Midar.
Well, there's
Oh, right.
Arden.
Yes, we had a whole
Arden.
discussion, and then I.
no,
forgot
there
all
would be a
Perfect.
temple here, but there would be like a church here, but the big temple is in Arden.
Arden,
Gotcha.
Right.
I mean, it's worth checking, right?
I
See
think
if we can at least get his
worth
voicemail.
checking. Yes.
So you're heading to the Sindor place, or
Yeah.
All right, you know what? No, you know what? Concerned. You know what? I'm concerned. Okay, we'll rip the Band-Aid off. Let's go to Attenuous first. Let's no sense in
All
doing
right,
it.
then.
Rip the Band-Aid off. Let's go.
Or okay, but hear me out. What if
Okay.
we go to Sindor and he's able to answer us, he might be able to tell us how to interact with the Tenuous in a way that won't end with us as a grease stain on the floor.
Good call.
Okay, but well, Mr. Tenuous, I seem to have been wrong-ish about the
See, we're not
how
going to
he
start with
felt
that. We're not
that,
going to start with the we thought you were the worst.
yeah,
That's not
Turns
how
out
we
you're
open.
actually pretty
No.
neat.
That's not how we open our discussion with the deity.
I wasn't going to open with exactly that. I was just.
You were
saying,
just going
okay.
to imply it, and that's almost as bad.
Well, no, okay. It's just I thought that you weren't on good terms, so this is kind of an interesting.
Don't
turn
want
of
to
events.
talk about our mistaken assumptions.
Yeah,
This is not how you.
What do you mean? What do you mean assumptions? It was on the church. Of him like it was in the church of him like
Did he-
pointing his finger and like saying
to be
shame, more
fair, that
shame.
was in the that was in her church, not his.
Yeah.
We don't know if that's a biased
We
thing.
haven't been in his church yet. We don't want to talk about. Man, I thought you were just like the worst parent
Yeah,
ever.
we thought you was an
man, but
asshole.
It turns out, no matter what everyone says, you're really not that bad. Anyway, can we talk to your daughter?
I just want to ask if she's okay. That was
I
it. That was what I was going to ask. I wasn't gonna
I
like.
know.
Yeah, you just like you get into the pews and you cross your you do a little praying thing. You're just like, hey, dickhead.
It's more just, you know, I'm just saying. I just wanted to say that I don't think that the way that things have progressed wasn't very nice. That was it. But now,
So I'm just saying that maybe if we go to Sindor first, he can give us some tips on not becoming a grease stain on the Temple of a Tenuous floor.
well, okay, and I can ask him about my dragon teeth, which I was going to in the first place, but then it sounded like asking Attenuous was more important, so now I'm confused about what the order of operations is.
We can do both. Let's go to Sindor first, because I'd like to make peace with my favorite god before I die.
Okay. Okay, we're going to find Mr. Sindor.
I just got so worried when you were like, wow, Mr. Attenuous, I thought you were terrible.
I wasn't going to say it like that. I can try to have tact sometimes, you know?
I know. You do your best. Carney is a good boy.
It's not like I thought Mr. Attenuous was safer or anything. It's like I thought he was a shaper. I thought that things were just a little, you know. Hey, I understand your principles, but this wasn't a very nice thing to do.
I just don't think that it's a good idea to go into the temple of the god and start lecturing them.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Especially when they're the lawful. It is a lecture.
In order to prevent this from going on too long, I'm going to say that you guys pull them into the Sindor Temple against his first judgment.
Yes, good. Perfect.
So you guys see this area, and a lot of this stuff seems like the area itself kind of feels like almost like a down-to-earth, like almost a workshop area. You know that when you were in like Waldensteel, there was like this huge forge and everything, but this seems to have a lot of stuff. You see that there's a lot of vases that look handmade adorning the area, and a bunch of other things. There's like art pieces that look like they were made by the congregation that is hanging up in various areas.
Cool.
Sindor is the god of crafts and arts.
Yep.
And eventually you make your way into this inner sanctum. And it's kind of just a more down-to-earth, less over the top and expensive than the first one you went to at the beginning of the campaign.
Yeah.
And there are people there. You can kind of hear the sound of power tools in the distance and sawing, as it looks like adjoining this are various workshops that people are doing work on. There's like carpentry happening and other stuff.
Okay. Alright.
Shall we go in and say a little prayer?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so.
All
I
right.
guess so.
I guess.
Let's...
Do you want to do it?
Are we leading? I thought we were all doing individual prayer.
Oh,
yeah, I'd be like,
fair.
hi, Mr. Sindor. It's me, Yvette.
Yeah, I was mostly waiting to see who leads than anything.
Sure. Yeah, I'll lead. I'm happy to be here.
Hi, God, it's me.
When he speaks, the entire party hears.
Oh.
Nice.
He doesn't show up in person, but he speaks and says, well, these past few days have been interesting.
Yeah.
Has everything been all right?
We're still finding information out.
You, talked to Attenuous recently?
We've been discussing on what needs to be done involving that. When you told me that Ultima was being held there, I couldn't find her, so I kind of told Attenuous.
Explains
That
how I knew to
explains
look.
what happens.
And then when she was readily detectable, he kind of broke certain regulations to retrieve her.
Right.
Well, I heard, but how has that been flying over? Does everyone know about that, or is that a kind of?
Well, we're going to have a council meeting to discuss that. Most of the gods, I think, will rule in favor of Attenuous on this.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, some people, such as Navti, will probably ask for a death sentence, but he'll be outvoted. I think, as far as I know, Navti would be the only one who's actually against this decision.
Now, I don't want to put the thought in anyone's head, but, like, what happens if Attenuous were to get the death sentence? Just because stranger things have happened while we're looking.
We can't control the divine mending. It would mostly just be an excommunication type of situation. And if he goes rogue, it would be on us to make sure there'd be a new successor. Which can't happen while he's alive.
That doesn't seem too bad.
Talking about killing my friend is not too bad.
Well, I mean, in terms of it's not going to tear, the entire world apart.
Oh.
I can feel myself turning into a grease.
There's been several times that the gods have broken the rule. And what mostly happens is that there's a vote on whether or not it was a justified reason.
And saving a fellow god from the machinations of an evil scientist who has subdued her seems like it would be a pretty
rescuing
good
the kidnapping of a goddess is likely to be justified enough.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, that's a relief. Is Miss Ultima okay? I mean, I don't know the details of what she was like when she got picked up, but if it's anything
she's a bit out of sorts, but she's conscious.
So you've been able to talk with her then?
The gods are currently gathering in Illustria right now.
Right.
So I'm in Illustria. But Illustria is obviously the lawful good domain.
Right.
Well, at least Mr. Tenos has a home field advantage on that front. Should we be careful, or should we be aware of anything that may come of this?
I don't know what's to come of this, to be fair.
Wait,
we're all in the dark here.
Yeah.
Do the gods know about the whole finality thing also?
Yes, we all know.
And about Titan too?
We know about that.
Is
but
that going to be a topic for the council?
That's likely, but usually when we deal with that, our first solution is to find champions to deal with it. And right now, you're champion's number uno.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment or if we should be concerned.
Well,
okay.
You're already in Ulstrom, and getting someone else to be smuggled into Ulstrom might be a bit of an issue.
Suppose
Well,
so.
Question. on that front, actually, since it looks like we're slated to have a little slugfest with Finality and Titan. What does championhood entail? Like, what is that?
Well, you're not
That-
going
I've heard
to
that
be.
thrown around.
You're not officially champions at the moment. If you were, you would have to utterly dedicate yourself to one of us.
But unofficial champion. Seems like that seems the way that.
There are certain ambassadorial things that you will be blessed with. Usually, if you become a champion, it is understood that you will be at our beck and call at all times.
Okay.
It is not something we pass out lightly.
Sure.
Right, but at the same time, this is by no means a light situation.
It is not.
So I'm just wondering what's gonna happen. That, like you said, it seems like we're kind of pick number one as far as you and your friend.
It does. We are a bit busy now, but I can give you more information if you were to head to Arden.
I think that's the plan.
Okay. Oh. Actually, wait a sec before changing topics. Should we? I'm just trying to think about other things that we should be concerned about or any like updates. Just.
I mean,
Lots of things to be concerned about.
yeah, but Buck has a question. Does Sindor sense like any like latent power that's in Carney right now?
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to give any motion to it.
That's not good.
Is it possible that like while Ultima's kind of out of commission, you can like give him a boost so he's got a chance?
I already gave you a boost once already. And from what I understood, it didn't last long enough to actually matter against Brahmas.
To be fair, it got us there.
It got us there. It was really helpful, honestly.
Well, you were able
Again,
to
thank you very much.
defeat an Annihilation League member who was infused with an aspect of Navti, so...
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of that, did Nafti ever get like a slap on the wrist for that or something?
Oh yeah,
He-
Unpaid leave.
He never entered the realm.
Ah,
Everything was being done through his champion.
He still siphoned off a lot of souls. Are the other deities not angry about their like?
Oh, trust us, a lot of us are not happy about that, but... Not happy and breaking the rules are two different things.
Well, some of us are
Right.
chaotic, though, right? Doesn't
Man.
that mean that you don't follow the rules quite as well as, say, a tenuous would?
Despite what your alignment may be, breaking the rules can be a bit off-putting. We don't want to upset the divine mending.
Well, that's fair.
If the gods were to get directly involved too much with humanity, the divine mending might break. And then you'd have no gods.
Right.
that's definitely bad then.
Yeah, it is bad. Yeah, so let's not do that. Agreed.
Well, if a boost isn't possible, then maybe advice or a pointer. I'm gonna fish my bag and pull out the dragon teeth. I managed to get these from the skeleton
Formafeth.
Formafeth, and thought that these could be useful. Maybe something cool, something powerful or cool can be made from it. And since we're going to be fighting against Finality, I wondered if you might know what to do with these.
And you had 2 of them, right?
Yeah, I have two whole dragon teeth and three fragmented ones.
Right.
Jolly Roger took the third. whole
Took the
tooth.
3rd, yeah.
Mm.
That was a tip.
Yeah.
There's like a slight pause, and eventually a shimmer of light as a tenuous not tenuous, Sindor actually appears before you.
Yep.
Genuflecting.
He reaches his hand out. It's like, let me hold on to that.
Okay.
Davey gets to meet his 3rd god.
I know.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Davey,
okay.
you see
Well,
a man
seen.
with tan skin, and like hair like a lion around his head, like almost like that, like you know that Fabio hairstyle look where it's
Yep.
like a lion's mane, like kind of like that. And he's shimmering, and he's cloud with this kind of muted silver. It's like this silvery gold armor.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes the dragon tooth and says, I'm pretty sure my forge will be able to handle these more than the ones around here.
Oh, perfect. Yep. I then all of them. Just...
The real question is what you want made from something like this. And the current shape means that it's probably not going to be suitable for armor. If you wanted armor, you'd have to get scales, not teeth.
And there wasn't a whole lot of that around them.
But
Bodies at that
I
point.
could make a weapon out of each.
Ooh, that's pretty tempting.
As long as you tell me what form you want it in.
I'm going to give him the stop sign.
You want me to make a dragon tooth stop sign?
Or that or if it could be used to make this any stronger. Actually, please.
Okay, that's one. Do you have a second request?
I look at everyone else.
The fragments I could probably make a dagger out of. Not much to make anything bigger than that.
A dagger could be good for you, Mr. Buck.
I'm pretty good with my hands as it is. If anyone else wants something.
I feel like
Mhm.
what is Estrella
Yeah.
use?
Oh,
A
Or
bow.
Davey?
Some arrows.
But what about from? I mean, melee. She could
Actually,
use a
I was
dagger
saying,
probably.
She doesn't really melee.
a magic. Ooh,
I mean,
Normally,
can't-
but you know,
Oh,
once
oh.
Can you
you're-
turn the fragments into arrowheads?
I could, but those could be somewhat limited if you don't retrieve them.
That's true.
Could you make a magic rapier? I think Mysario would like that, especially if matching dragon teeth.
I can make a rapier.
Help with the...
Alright, one enhanced stop sign and one rapier and one dagger. That's what I can do so far.
How about a battle axe?
I'd have to undo one of the others.
Oh, okay.
So, if you want me to make the battle axe, I'd either have to cancel the rapier or the stop sign.
No, I'm good.
Very well. Meet me in Arden, and I will give you the completed results. I'm sure there'll be enough time between now and then, with what you have to do on the
Yeah.
way.
Perfect.
If we meet you there, you'll know we succeeded.
Yeah.
Very well.
Thank you, Mr. Sindor. I need the whole.
And he will dissipate.
Bye.
Bye.
God God damn it! I just realized I'm holding on to something else.
Okay, he's in the middle of disappearing. Do you say something?
Wait, one more thing. Actually, I just realized I've had this. I had this the whole time, and I meant to give this. I meant to.
There's a sigh as he starts becoming untransparenting himself.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I pull out the piece of bullet chitin that I have.
You've had that for out of
From the
game 2 years.
Oh my god.
Wait.
To give it to him for so long.
To hide the bullet.
There's been a lot of stuff.
So
There's been a lot of stuff happening. You can forgive me.
So for context here, we started this campaign September of 2021. This was a month into that, so this would have been around October, November 2021 that you got that.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
The piece of bullet chitin. This has been in my
chewed on by
inventory.
rats.
It's been in the bag of holding, but this has been in my inventory for all of that time. Yes, I've been used to give this.
I thought we lost that.
No.
I thought that was lost media.
That we
Yeah.
got
Well, that's in character. Like I thought we lost that.
No, I've been meaning to give this to Mr. Sindor, but a lot of things have been happening. A lot of things have been happening.
Alright, I can do one armor. What kind do you want?
Mr. Baby, does
Yeah, maybe.
does a piece of blood armor sound appealing to you?
Yeah, sure. I'll take it.
Alright, so one rapier, one stop sign, one dagger, and one plate.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Anything else before I leave?
No, I promise. I'm sorry.
Thank you for remanifesting so we can
E-
give you our
e-
3-year-old.
As you say thank you for remanifesting, he's already halfway unmanifested.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Again.
I have been meaning to do that for so long.
I was not expecting that in any way, shape, or form.
That is
Yeah, I thought that was just gone
Man.
from everyone's character sheet.
No, I've held
Oh
on to
my
it the
God.
entire time.
Holy shit.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. That payoff is almost as good as using the pixie to kill the guy the other day.
Yeah.
After that was also almost 3 years, right? Man, all these payoffs coming out. Well, that's exciting. If we survive, we're gonna have some really cool equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh.
Oof. You good?
Are you alright?
I'm just thinking that the White Chitin has seen so much shit.
Mm-hmm.
That has been around. I've had that since before Slag Bar. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yes! That was literally like as...
That was before Oasis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
before Oasis.
That White Chitin
like-
predates 2 members of the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has seniority.
It has seniority.
Roulette Senpai.
Anyway.
Alright. Now what? Do we want to go talk to Mr. Attenuous? Or do we want to, like...
Well, you're the one that didn't get to see Ultima. So I kind of feel like it's your call. He did say that they're all in Illustria getting ready for that meeting, that
Well,
God's meet or whatever.
Yeah.
So
If it's that busy, I don't want to bother, but but at least.
I mean, it sounds like she's doing well. She's conscious, although in a bad mood, right? That sounds
Yeah.
about
While
normal.
we're in the consecrated ground, I will pray to Ultima and just say, I am glad you're okay.
Miss you,
I-
BB.
BB.
just say I'm glad you're all right.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, how long is the drive to Arden going?
Oh, we need to go to the other place first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we need to melt in the bone swamp.
Mm-hmm.
And we
then
need
after
to...
we do all that, then we can go to Arden.
Then we get to go to Arden.
Okay.
Do
Alright.
we have anything we want to try to get over here? Any supplies? I feel
How
like
are
getting
we-
more healing potions would be
Oh
good.
my god, how are we looking on potions? That was
Well, I've been out since...
Before our jobs.
yeah, since like round 2 of the tournament.
oh my god. And you squared up to the King of Turtle? We let you do that? We let you go on the
I mean,
the
I
ring
didn't
with the
do
King
it on
of Turtle?
purpose.
We let you go there by yourself? Oh my god, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
but-
And
bud.
then we...
I mean, I
and then
don't-
we ignored you falling into the ocean right behind us.
Yeah. Still a little upset about that one, but it's fine.
I'm sorry. I
it's good.
don't even know. Didn't even realize that you were falling to your doom.
To be fair, Buck thought that everyone else had more important things to worry about at that point.
Which, you know, finality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anyway.
Well.
Is there anything
So,
else?
so if one were to go shopping
is
for
there a
health
magic
potions,
shop? Yeah, is
Yeah,
there a
is-
potion seller?
Yep, you will
Potions
easily
for
see
that?
potion shops. You can just use book prices for that.
Great.
okay.
Yeah, apothecary.
Yep, so
Okay.
50 gold per
I
potion
don't
and all
have
that.
50 gold. That's why I don't have potions.
Because you're a monk and monks are broke.
Yeah, yeah. Vow of chastity, or no, not chastity.
That's the other one.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if someone was like, I'm broke because my vow of chastity is like, what does that mean? Well, I mean, I can't work if I...
I get no bitches.
Yeah. I get no bitches, therefore I ain't get no money.
Yeah.
In this OnlyFans driven economy, vow of chastity is in fact vow of poverty.
It is.
It is.
What is this? What is this? I'm just looking in the treasure bar of my character sheet. I just see I have 2 normal healing potions and I had keys. What keys were these? Hold on.
Keys? Just
What?
keys?
Flagbar?
Yeah,
Keys to the RV.
Yeah, keys with 4 E's. It says keys.
Keys.
I'm gonna guess those are the keys to the RV.
I'd assume so.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's the only keys I can think of.
I mean,
it's funny because I think hold on, was it from the scientist that I knocked out back in Advanced Alchemy?
That is the other option.
Oh, wait.
Wasn't that key card?
I think you got key cards from knocking out the scientist when you took his lab coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like really deep diving your inventory now.
Mhm.
I still have the fucking MP3 player. Oh god, yeah.
We've gone too deep.
Anyway,
We've delved too greedily.
other than shopping, is there anything you do? Because we can do shopping between sessions.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think I have anything.
I don't think we have anyone else we
I
want to
don't.
talk to unless we really want to visit Tenuous, but
I'll
I'll save that. I'll wait. I'll meditate on that. I'll wait for more
Mhm.
information.
Think about what you're gonna say.
So, do y'all pull out the
Yeah.
garage?
Yep.
Yeah. Pull the garage out of our pocket.
Alright, so, Davey, they kind of get to an area where, like an alley, like somewhere that you can still drive to the main road, but it's still out of the way. And
Mhm.
they pick up, like, this miniature, like, 1-inch tall garage door out of a pocket.
Okay.
And you watch them put it down, and suddenly it starts to expand to a full-size garage door.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
when they open it up, there's this pocket garage dimension with an RV inside of it.
Because of course you did. Why was I
Yeah.
expecting anything else?
But this is a decently sized garage. There's even like a workbench and some tools to the side. Like it's like a traditional like garage.
Did my dad give you this?
It is definitely a dead garage. Oh, god damn it!
Wait, Connie's gonna be like, wait, was your dad?
So I had some Gatorade to my side, and a fly just flew into it, and just drowned itself into it.
Oh.
No.
So now there's just a fly drowning in my Gatorade to the side. I can't drink it now.
I know, you had so much to live for.
That
Damn it.
fucking bastard.
Whoa,
He was tempted
I know.
by the Gatorade and died.
Delicious
Yeah.
electrolytes were too much.
Got too much energy.
He hydrated until he dehydrated.
Yeah, I mean, they would die pretty fast being drowned into that shit.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Aw. Yes.
Alright.
Yeah. Cardone's gonna look at that and say, wait, is Win your dad? Is Mr. Wait, is
Mr.
Mr. Win's
Quinn.
dad?
I don't think so, Corey.
Oh.
I think Wynn's just a weird guy.
Yeah. Speaking of which, one of Wynn's bodies is still in the garage.
Ah, god damn it.
Oh man.
It's not active,
Is
but
this
it's there.
Your father?
This
Yeah.
sounds familiar.
No.
So,
Good.
Okay. Okay. Good.
so Davey, you look back and there is like this scarecrow in black clothing and a white bag over its head, with kind of this painted, like almost Rorschach face to it.
Great.
You don't know why it's there or what it is, but it's there.
This is
Why
our.
is there a body in the garage?
This is
He
our
came with the
contact.
garage.
Oh, you kind of
Uh-huh.
did.
Wait. Actually, that's a really good question. Why is one of Mr. Win's bodies here? Actually.
Probably to keep an eye on us in case he needs to, I don't know, house transport something again.
Yeah.
I guess so. Should we like put him on a couch or something? Get him
Sure.
Turn towards the wall.
You
Yeah.
can sit him up so he doesn't just look like a murdered corpse.
Well, you can see like the straw sticking out of him in the position he's at.
Do scarecrows get cramps?
I don't. I
They
don't
seem
know.
pretty stiff already.
I'm just gonna put him on the
I'm
seat,
not-
you know, and
I'm
I
not
guess
used to scarecrows having autonomy and being able to move and speak. So
yeah, I
you
just
know.
remind me to like leave the news on for at some point. I feel bad if he came in, you know, while we were on the oil rig and you know we
If
were
he
worked
would-
out of his mind.
He would just leave again. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Like
so
he's
got a
big boy.
job.
yeah. So
yeah.
Carney, you go over and you go to pick the scarecrow up,
Oh no.
Yep.
and as you do, its hand animates and grabs your wrist.
No.
Oh.
Jump scare.
Ah!
The head kind of twists over. It's like, sorry, I'm a bit disheveled. Yo, what's up? And he starts to get up.
How are you?
Not
Can-
much.
can we hang
I help him up. I was just going to prop you this up somewhere in a seat just to make sure you didn't get cramped. Do these get cramped actually?
I don't know what you're talking about. And he starts stretching.
Huh.
Oh, what brings you to our scenic garage today, Mr. Wynn?
Well, I guess you're back in the garage. So at any point in time, shop is open.
Ah.
Really?
We have a portable merchant. Oh, that's great.
We do.
Out of character. Yeah, we have a merchant. That's actually great. Oh, I'm actually so here for that. Now, if only we could actually get money to use on it.
That's the downside.
I know.
We do not get paid for any of this.
Yeah, if only we had the money to utilize this.
even had a real job.
Yeah.
And none of us got paid.
Yeah, he starts rubbing his hands like, I'm pretty sure after that prize money and whatever adventures you've been on since then, you've got some money to give on poor Overwin here, right?
You think so, wouldn't
Buck looks in his wallet and a moth flies out.
Mm.
The perils of being an independent adventurer.
Yeah.
It would
Well,
be nice if someone sponsored us, but bad things keep happening, and I don't think we're safe to sponsor at this point.
Well, I had one sponsor.
well, technically you're being sponsored by the Mandarin Hunters Association right now.
I might be wearing a teapot.
That's
shirt,
true,
you know?
yeah.
You just haven't been able to meet with Mr. Z to get your money for the oil rig job.
That's true.
Oh
I
shit,
don't-
you're right.
I don't suppose they do wire transfers, do they?
Well, you have to find out with Mr. Z when you are able to hit up Mr. Z. But keep in mind, at this point, it's probably around the time that Transitus ends with Mari.
Oh yeah, he's probably busy.
Oh no.
Can we look into that when we go talk to Erie? Honestly, like when we go talk to
Yeah.
Erie,
I'm fine.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
seems to be.
The embassy building would have all nations, so there would be a
I'm
Mandarin
down to go and
embassy.
feel sad.
Yeah, we'll give him time to grieve and
Hmm.
stuff, and then
Yeah.
by the time we're there to talk to.
Well,
Erie,
it wouldn't be a grievance as much as orientation, but yeah.
Yeah.
Should have be done. Or at least to get that sorted. We need
Yeah.
time for him to do business, and then.
Because I know Deegan's out of the loop, I'll say out of character. They're talking about a character who died, and it takes 7 days to get to the afterlife.
Oh, okay.
That's
And
okay.
Mr. Z had to meet up with her in the afterlife after that ended.
Okay.
Which, that 7-day period is called Transitus.
That really was just 7 days, huh?
You guys weren't on the oil rig that long.
No, we
No.
really weren't.
Wait, hold on. How many days total were we on the rig? I need the perspective on this.
Okay.
I know we weren't on that one, but I need perspective now.
I think you were there for 3 days.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
about, yeah. 3 or 4.
Holy shit.
No, it was 3 days. That was day 3.
Wow.
Right, yeah.
Wow.
We're really good at our job.
We got
So
hired.
good.
3 days later, the rig explodes. Wow.
That's why you didn't make it to your first paycheck.
Man.
Wow.
And then there was like a 2-day period between the tournament and now. And then there was obviously the day 2 days after Mari died of the tournament.
Yep.
So that's a week.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I can't tell if we're effective or disaster. I can't tell which one it is.
Yes.
It's a fun
Both.
Yes, we are.
You're effectively disastrous.
Mm.
Yeah. I believe the technical term is a hot mess.
Maybe disaster magnet should be our team. That's not bad.
Magnet might be.
We do not attract disaster, we cause it.
Yes.
Party failure.
Mm.
You're party failure
TPK.
made up of all
TPS.
boy and girl failures.
We did it.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, Wynn kind of looks a little disappointed. He's like, well, when you get your money, you know where to find me. I got some other deals to do, so I'll see you later. He kind of gives you a finger point, and then his body goes limp again and flops to the ground.
I try to catch it. Okay, well.
Make a dexterity check, just because we haven't done that many rolls today.
If you get a 1, does he just like fall apart?
No.
He hits the floor, and then you have to pick him up.
No.
You might even have to like stuff some of the hay, the straw back into him.
Oh dear.
Shit.
You know, this
Just put him
doesn't
on the
seem like-
workbench.
This really doesn't feel like he's taking good care of himself, his merchandise, his.
His selves, plural.
I mean, he's got
It doesn't-
spares, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but there's no excuse for bad maintenance, you know.
I bet that he could probably just like pull another one out of that mask or something.
Well, I can pull another hoe out of the shed. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna, bang it against a rock, right?
I like your farming
Now
turns
just
of phrase.
I don't think I can argue with that one.
No, yeah, true, but also
yeah. But
he's
anyway,
proven himself incredibly competent. So
you guys, I assume, pack into the RV.
Yeah.
yep,
Yep. I
road
prop
trip,
with
baby.
prop him up. You know, maybe leave like maybe I go into to a cabinet and like a little like bag of chips next to him just in case, and then I compress the
Snack.
Not
leave
even
the
wondering
chair
whether
with the
scarecrows can eat or not. Just
better safe than
Well,
sorry, you know.
We won't be able to
Talking-
tell. Like, what happens
you're
if we open the
talking-
garage in like another week and the chips are empty?
You're talking to the boy that bought a stuffed bear for the goddess Ultima.
I mean, fair, but
This
but
is
anyway,
not
you
even-
guys
yeah.
settle in and you get the RV out of the garage and close it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. This is go inside of what is a typical RV. There's like 2 beds in the back as well as a master bed, so 3 beds in total. And a single bathroom and some tables. And Carney gets to the front to drive.
Yep.
And you
Yeah.
guys are hitting the road.
Yippee!
And
Does
away.
anyone else feel kind of odd that we're letting Carney drive?
He's the only
He's
one.
the only one
He's
who
the
knows
only
how.
one with the.
He's the
vehicle.
only person in the party that had proficiency with driving.
Was it land vehicle proficiency?
Yeah, land vehicle. He's the only person with land
Literally
vehicle
only
proficiency.
Carney has got that.
Not anymore.
Oh, so we could let baby drive? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
You want to ride
That-
shotgun?
That means you could
Yeah,
alternate shifts.
Now, to be fair, Carney's never driven us into danger, except for that one time we chased down Salathis.
Well,
Uh,
that wasn't driving.
Yeah, that was not driving.
That was a fucking weird hand deer slamming into my
Yeah,
windshield.
that was us running
that
back to the
wasn't
car and
really
driving
your
away.
fault,
That was
yeah.
a weird mantelope slamming into my field of view.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, but anyway, who should we drop in on?
Mhm.
Let's drop in on Bakanawa, who is
Okay.
playing some Marvel game. I've never. I think I've seen like clips of Minute Suns, but I don't know much about it.
Mm.
But anyway,
I don't know that one. Nice.
I only know that because there was like a in-game joke about morbing.
Of course.
Someone was like,
Nightmare.
someone to Morbius in the game was like, don't you have like some sort of catchphrase or something like that? Or something like that, where he didn't actually say it.
Mm.
They just kind of hinted. But anyway, I'll see you all later. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Yippee.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.